Hello, mentors. Welcome to meeting 8, gerrymandering. And let's take a look at configurations. So this is in part 1 after the icebreaker or the warm-up. So in this video, I'll explain the instructions that would go after that icebreaker. So you ask students to look at page 2 of the student workbook and break the grid in 3 groups of the same size. Each group must have 3 connected squares. So diagonals don't count. We'll see that later. And in each group, you can also call them districts. Which color is majority? So which has 2 or 3? That color wins the group. And then overall, which color won more groups? Then that color wins the game. So it's a nice recursive way to produce the winner. First, you count separately in the districts who wins, and then you declare the winner. We have an example here so that students can follow. Here we decided to split like this, horizontal here, L here, and another L here. And then group 1, black wins for sure. Group 2, black wins 2-1. And group 3, white wins for sure. So black wins the game because black won 2 out of the 3 districts. So students will work in pairs and then compare with other students in the group how they did. So this is just to activate knowledge, to explain, to make sure that students know the dynamics of the activities. So group 1, they can, after they create the diagram with the districts, they can label the groups however they want. Sorry, it will be 2 and 3. And then they would just say here, white or black, who wins, and then just quickly tally to see who won the game. So let's take a look here, things that students could do. This example was interesting because it wasn't too trivial. It had this L and also these totally horizontal districts. So students could draw lines like this. They could do just maybe this, split like this, right? That would be one way. Here, who would win? So here, black wins, and white wins. So black wins overall. So black wins. Something else they could do, they could try more else, as in this part, and just experiment what happens. Maybe start from the middle to see if it's possible. So they may do this here, try here. Okay. And then they'll see that there's trouble, right? Because this gets isolated, so cannot really do it like this. So they might maybe actually draw this district here. Then they would need to, just by force, pick this as the second district or group. And it's fine to talk about them as zones, regions, districts, groups. In the end, since you're connecting to politics a little bit, districts should be used at some point just to teach that word. But here it doesn't really matter much. Okay, so this is another split. Black wins, white wins, and white wins. So this is interesting, and students may notice. Maybe they didn't expect it, right? Because it had fewer votes overall, but it actually won white. So white here would win. And finally, something else students should not do, and this is an opportunity to explain, is that we need the squares to connect more than in just the border, just the corners. They need to connect in a whole side. So this, by definition, just by the problem itself, we're not making into a valid district. This is not allowed. Okay, just to be, just to have simpler rules. So they have to be kind of like pentominoes or Tetris pieces that they really connect on the sides. So these cannot happen. Let's delete it. So that's the activity. Make sure that they compare the responses so that they see a variety of configurations. And yeah, the main goal here is that students know how to partition and how to compute a voting. Okay, have fun and see you in another video. Goodbye.